Can you have too much time to prepare?
I'm not sure you can for a Super Bowl, especially for an opponent, Dan, that you don't know that well. We've played Seattle twice in the past 2 years in the preseason, and I'm not sure how much significance that has. If you were playing a team that, and there's no way you would have played an NFC, team twice in 1 year, but if you were playing a division team, for instance, we played San Diego in that first round of the playoffs. 1 week was plenty. We had 2 weeks for that, and I think maybe that was too much, to tell you the truth, because you start going, well, what if we do this? What if they do that? You start playing the what-if game. I think when you're trying to get ready for a new opponent, which I consider Seattle, the more time you have, it's beneficial.
Who do they remind you of defensively?
It's hard to pick one particular team to compare them to. All I can say is what impresses me the most is how well they play together as a unit. You can just see on the game film the constant communication. Earl Thomas to Chancellor, Sherman to the linebackers, defensive line to the outside linebackers, constantly every play. That's not normal on every defenses. And then when you combine that communication with some really, really good football players, that to me what kind of separates them. And they're definitely as good as advertised from what I've seen on film.
If you played for Seattle, would you listen to you at the line of scrimmage?
Would I listen to me at the line of scrimmage? I'm sure it would probably get annoying. I'm sure I'd probably want to turn it off. I don't watch the TV copies of the games because I kind of get annoyed hearing my voice over and over again.
But players who played against you said they don't get anything from it, and it's best not to listen at all.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I've never played defense. Sometimes I don't feel worthy as a true football player. I've never played defense or special teams, Dan, only quarterback. And so I would not, I'd be the last guy to ask, probably for advice on how to play defense as far as listening to quarterback, reading the quarterback. I'm the wrong guy to ask.
How did the phenomenon of Omaha come up? Because you weren't even the originator of Omaha.
Absolutely not. Omaha was part of the Denver Broncos offense when I joined Denver. I want to say Josh McDaniels, when he was the head coach there, he started it. I've heard Tom Brady say Omaha. Eli says Omaha. It's out there, and now it's really out there now. And I have to believe that the phenomenon was increased by the fact that we got the San Diego Chargers to jump off sides, I think an NFL record, believe it or not, like 6 times in that game. And I got to believe that just added more attention to it. But I have, someone told me that they were convinced that I was retiring, and I was already trying to plant an endorsement with Omaha Insurance. What is
Mutual
that? Mutual of Omaha Insurance, right? That's perfect for an older guy retiring, right? That I was planting the seed. I said, I wish I was that smart. And then to go along with the Bud Light comment after that I was planting the seed, I said, yeah, you got me there. That's way too advanced for me.
Any chance we'll get another city instead of Omaha, Super Bowl Sunday?
Maybe next year. Probably need to change it up. I know New England has changed theirs. Brady doesn't say Omaha anymore. He has a new word. So it's worked for us this year. I don't think we need to change it now, but maybe next year. That's probably where the NFL is going, Dan. I could see, the marketing department of each team coming in and telling the quarterback, you have to say Gatorade as your snap count. Don't say the other brand, right? Don't do that. That's not, and that's probably where it's going. I hope I'm done by the time that comes around.
A Super Bowl win leads you closer to retirement or playing again?
It really has no impact on whether I play again, Dan. I'm really enjoying playing football again, and it has a lot to do with being out for that season. I really missed being out there with my teammates. I missed working in the off season toward a goal, and when you have a chance to reach that goal, there's nothing like that when you're not playing. And I'm not. I mean, everybody talks about, boy, if you were to win, walk off into the sunset, and I think that's great for the people that have done it. But I talked to John Elway a number of times, and John simply had nothing left to give. His body truly said, "That's it." I was telling someone the other day, Dan, I feel a lot better than I thought I would physically. I had no idea how my body would hold up after this surgery, age 37, but I feel better. And so I'm not sure it makes sense, or I really think I would regret if I stopped playing when I feel good and I still feel like I can contribute to a team. I'm going to stop playing 2 reasons. One, when I can't produce, I can't be effective for a team, and I just don't enjoy it anymore. And when I say enjoy it, enjoy the preparation and the work part. Everybody would like to play in a Super Bowl or play on a Sunday afternoon, but it's the preparation part that I still enjoy. I mean, I think that will occur at some point, but I don't see it right now.
How do you allow yourself to have fun for the biggest game of your career, everything that's attached to this, certainly for you personally, but to soak it all in and go, look at where I was 2 years ago to where I am now?
I think the fact that that injury occurred to me has just given me more of an appreciation for this journey that I'm on, and I have had fun this entire playoff run. I have tried to soak it up. I haven't just been so laser focused and where I haven't enjoyed anything. We've had 2 good post-playoff win celebrations. Gave it a good run after San Diego and a really good run after New England. And so I think that's some advice that some players in their older years gave to me, and I've really tried to follow that. And I plan to enjoy this week as well. We had a great week of preparation last week. That's important this week, but I do think it's important to soak it up and, as they say, enjoy the journey, not just the destination.
We've attached so much importance to this Super Bowl, we the media, your legacy. What does it mean to your legacy?
I don't really know what that means. People have been talking about my legacy since, I was 24. Aren't you too young to have a legacy when you're 24? Don't you have to be like 60 or 50? I mean, can you even have one at 37? So I don't know. I don't even know what the true definition of the word means. I probably won't look it up either. I'm still, I believe me, I'm down the home stretch of my career. Don't get me wrong, but when I'm still in the middle of it, I think you're still kind of playing out your career.
But how do you measure greatness with quarterbacks? When it's all said and done, we still look at Montana as perhaps the greatest in the modern day era. It's because he's got 4 Super Bowls. Is that fair?
Well, I mean, who's we? You and
everybody.
Rodney, Tony.
I didn't know if you did.
You polled everybody. I mean,
Let me ask you.
Okay.
How do you determine greatest quarterback?
I don't know. I don't really have. I don't have a list. I think it's. I would imagine it'd be flattering for any quarterback if you mentioned him in any conversation of some of the greats, and it's a great, barroom conversation, the rankings, the list, and all that. So I have my favorites. I have my favorite quarterbacks for different reasons, and I've always said I could construct the greatest quarterback of all time. I would give him, John Elway's arm, Brett Favre's scrambling ability, Troy Aikman's drop back, Dan Marino's quick release. I mean, that's how I would form the greatest quarterback. Joe Montana's calming presence in the 2-minute drill, right? I could form it, right? And so, that to me is a little bit more fun than trying to rank one over the other.
When you talk to Eli, and I know he had a tough go of it with Seattle, can he tell you what not to do since he threw 5 interceptions?
I talked to Eli, and he said, I can't help you with Seattle this year. I can help you with the stadium, and I can help you get some tickets here, and I can give you a couple of good restaurants in New York, but don't ask me about Seattle this year. So I thought that was fair enough. So, yeah, I mean, you've studied that game, and, hey, if your offense is struggling and you have some guys that are not on the same page, Seattle can make you pay, and I think that was kind of the case, in that particular game. So it's like I said, they are as good as advertised, and you better be on your game offensively when you play these guys.
Before I let you go, Seattle's defense can you use their aggression against them?
I'm not sure. I mean, I think teams, have tried. I don't think that needs to be your number one part of your game plan. I think you need to be on top of your game, executing. They force you guys into just a lot of mistakes. They force guys into a lot of penalties. So you have to just. It's an old coach speak, but be on top of your game, be on top of your assignment. The basic fundamentals and the details. I think that's sound advice, at least at this point, as far as playing these guys.